Before I eat, Before I even begin introducing myself, I love how the both of you kept your cameras on. So throughout our entire class, I'd like you to keep it on so that I can see who I'm talking to, okay? And also, because we want to let everybody have the chance to be able to speak, we are going to keep our microphones muted until I call on your name, okay? Okay, so before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Erica, and let's see, what is a question we can ask each other? Okay, I want to see, because you're here for English, but I want to know what is your favorite subject in school, okay? What is your favorite class to take? I'll start with mine. So when I was in school, I loved taking math. But when I got older, I really liked English because with English, I got to write about many different things. It wasn't a right or wrong answer. So, how about you, Leon? Can you introduce yourself and tell me what your favorite subject?
My name is Leon. I'm 10 years old, and my favorite subject is science. I would like science better if it wasn't for my teacher. She's she has she's not very patient. But I like it because we can do a lot of different projects, and at the ending slide, I can always make it like customize it with my friends. Like this time, I made all of the inappropriate stuff like guns, I don't know, into ice creams.
Oh, okay. That's very special. I love how you're turning something inappropriate to something appropriate. And with this teacher, hopefully you'll get a better one next time. So thank you, Leon, and I love that introduction. So,
Um,
yes?
why do you sound so young?
I get that a lot. Yeah, I'm a lot older and I'm actually a lot older than I sound too. Okay, so Leon, I'm gonna let Gavin take the floor now. So if you can mute yourself. So Gavin, can you introduce yourself? Tell me what's your favorite subject in school?
Hi, my name is Gavin. I'm 11 years old. My favorite subject in school is math because there's a lot of equations that you need to really use your brain. And
And okay, so you do, yes. When I was younger too, it was a lot easier with the equations, right? You just had one equation and then you knew all the steps. But then that really changed for me when I got older. And I hope that with these writing lessons, maybe I could change your mind a little bit about writing and reading. So, Gavin, we're going to have you muted for now just in case. And then before we even get to starting to write, we need to think about who we're writing for and why we are writing something, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen. So today we are going to look at the purposes for writing and the audience that we're writing for. So we are going to begin with, so in school you write assignments for your teacher. But aside from completing a school assignment, there are other reasons for writing. So they are to entertain. So they are to keep entertained, to liven up your day or something. If you're bored, you're reading something to pass the time. They are to persuade, to get you to change what you're thinking about. They are to explain. So if you don't know something, you can read it to know how to make something or how to build something, and to inform, to tell you what something is about. Maybe it could be a specific event or let's say, yeah, a specific event that's happening, and tell you just all about it. Okay. Now, we looked, here are the purposes for writing, along with some of the forms of writing that writers can use. So as we saw here, we have the different purposes for writing. And when we want to entertain, we have stories, poems, plays, friendly letters. When we want to persuade, we have letters to the editor or business letters. When we want to explain, we have like what I just mentioned, our how-to instructions and eyewitness accounts. And to inform, we have our reports and, like I mentioned, our news articles and our book reviews. Now, I want you to look at this carefully and see if you can memorize this, because I'm going to have a few questions for you. Oh, here we go. So if I have instructions for planting seeds, what do you think this is? Can you type your answer into the chat? So I want to see the both of you type your answer into the chat. Is it to persuade, to explain, or entertain? Okay, so this time around, I'd like to have Gavin. Can you explain? Tell me why you picked B.
Because it's instructions. It gives instructions, so you try to tell people how to plant the seeds.
You're telling them how to do something. And you are right. Thank you, Gavin. Okay, let's try the next one. We have a letter to the editor about an upcoming election. Can you type your answer in the chat? What do you think it is? So we have Gavin. What do you think, Leon? C. Oh, okay. So Leon, why do you think it's answer C?
Because a letter to the editor about an upcoming election, like it's to inform basically means tell. So it's to tell the editor that there's going to be an upcoming election. So inform the editor about an upcoming election.
Okay.
It's not persuade, because if it's persuade, it probably means the person sending the letter is like vote for Donald Trump or something.
Oh, so let's see. So let's look at our answers. So Gavin had A and Leon had C. So let's see what it is. Oh, so the answer is to persuade. So Leon, so I think Gavin was right. To persuade, I'm sorry, that got, so A to persuade. So Gavin was right. Leon, you are close. You are telling the editor about the upcoming government election. But the main reason you're sending it to them is because, like you said, you want someone to win, right? So that's why you're telling the editor. You're not telling them about the upcoming election. The intention is that you really want someone to win. Okay, let's look at the next one. A retold fairy tale. What do you think that is? Can you type your answer? You have A. Okay. Now, Gavin, can you explain why you picked A?
Because you tell them a story that's not real, because it's a fairy tale. And
Yeah.
so when it's not real, like not like documentaries, they only tell you like something like what couches. For a fairy tale, we tell like stuff that's not real, so they're more entertaining.
Good. So thank you, Gavin. So let's see. And you're right. It's to entertain. So you are right. A fairy tale, because it's not real, it's usually to pass the time, to keep to lift up your mood. Good. So let's try the next one. A news article about a train wreck. Which one is this one? To entertain, to persuade, to perform. So we have Gavin with, and then what about Leon? What is your answer? Can you type it? Oh, okay. So Leon, can you explain why we picked C?
Because It's a news article about a train wreck. So you're telling the readers that there was a train wreck.
Okay, so let's see. And the two of you are right. Yes, because it's a specific instant. It happened at that time. You're telling people about it. You guys are right. It's amazing. Okay, and then Leon, if you can mute yourself, so then we have another chance for our friends to answer. Now, an article about the school play. Do you think this is to entertain, to explain, or to inform? Can you guys type your answers in the chat? To inform. Leon, what do you think? Okay, so Gavin, can you tell us why you picked C?
Because you're telling them about the school play. So
Mm,
to come to school to watch it.
okay, so thank you, Gavin. This one's actually a tricky one. It's actually to explain, not to inform. Does anybody know why? Leon, do you want to give a try?
Is it because that they're explaining there's gonna be one of the plays?
You're close. So it's a to explain because it's not happening at a certain time. It could be any play. So when you're there for a play, it's more of an eyewitness account and you're explaining what goes on in a play. You're not telling me what happened at that time, at that particular play. It could be any play. And that is why it's to explain, not inform. Inform is for a specific time. Like that news article on the train crash, it was to that train crash. Okay? Is the both of you okay with the two of these? Can you give me a thumbs up if you're okay with these questions? Okay, so now that we've kind of figured out what our audience is gonna be, we are going to move on. Oh, we have one more actually. A business letter about a faulty product. Can you guys tell me whether it's to persuade, to explain, or to inform? Can you type your answer in the chat? Okay, Leah, what about you? You're not sure. Oh, this one's a tough one. Okay, so how about this? Leon, can you tell me why you said to inform?
Because it's a letter about a faulty product. So it's either C or B, because if it's C, then it's like this person is sending a letter to tell their business, or like the person they're sending it to, that this product is faulty. But if it's B, it's gonna be to explain why it's a faulty product.
You're right. You're explaining why it's a faulty product. But I want you guys to think. You're explaining why it's a faulty product, but why are you sending the letter in the first place?
To inform.
To inform? Just to let them know? Okay, Gavin.
She said it's A because you don't want people to buy it because it's bad.
So, Gavin, you are actually right. So you're right. You're explaining, you're letting them know of a faulty product. But the real reason why you're sending that letter is because you want to get rid of the product, right? That's why you're letting them know. So usually when we're writing, we're explaining and we're forming, yes, but then we need to find that real reason to why we're writing something. Are we trying to change their mind? Or are we just letting know that something happened? So we have to think about that. Oh, so now that we've finished all that, are the two of you okay so far with how we went with these questions? Are you more clear about them? Leon, thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up? Okay, so now that we know who our audience is, we are going to now look at some more about, so we looked at what our purpose was. Now we're going to look at who we're writing to. So when a band performs a concert, right? You've seen a band at a parade or a festival, an audience listens. The band director chooses the music that the audience will enjoy, right? For example, the band would not play very serious music for an audience of children, right? Children are not going to get classical music. So a writer must think just like a band director does. That is because after a writer writes, the audience reads, okay? So when we're writing, we want to consider these questions about our audience. What do you think my audience will enjoy? What are they interested in? What will make them keep on reading or listening to my story? And what do they already know? And what will they understand? Okay, so keep these in mind when you are writing your own stories, your own narratives, your own poems too. Okay, so let's have some practice on these. So here is a man who owns a tree nursery, and he wrote a paragraph about planting trees for a group of young children. Leon, can you read what he wrote to the children, please?
Dig a hole twice the width
Yeah.
of a tree's root ball. The depth should be the same as the root ball. But put the appropriate fertilizer or soil supplements, set the tree in the hole, have someone support the tree while another person backfills the hole, mulch to within 2 inches of the trunk, water thoroughly.
Okay, so thank you, Leon. Now I want the two of you to think, did this paragraph, is this good for a young group of children? Did this man think about his audience? Can you type yes or no? Okay, Gavin says no. What about Leon? No, right? So what do you think needs to change so that young children can understand this paragraph? List me some ideas. How do you need to change it? How can we make it so that young children can understand it? You don't have to type it. How about this? Make it easier for kids to understand? Okay, good. And then Leon, you can just type it in as well. So Gavin says to make it easier for kids to understand. What do you think? What else? Add easier words. Do you think that's it? Just make it easier for kids to understand and add easier words. Is that all we need? Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Or do you think we need to add more? You need to add more, so what else can we add, Leon?
Do I just type it?
You can say it out.
It's kind of long, yeah. Turn the simple sentences into complex sentences because it's like have someone support the tree while another person backfills the hole, mulch to within 2 inches of truck, water thoroughly. They should turn it into like dig a hole twice the size of it or like width of a tree's root ball. And the depth should be the same as the root ball, and then put the appropriate fertilizer or soil supplement. After that, set the tree in a hole or something.
Okay, so you're saying that because there's so many sentences, there's so many instructions that a child will get so confused, right? And to just put those together so it makes it easier for a child to follow. Is that what you mean, Leon? Yes. Okay, do you think that's all we need to add, or do we need to do something else?
I think that's all.
That's all. Gavin, do you think there's more to it, or just make it easier and shorter?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. So how about this now? I want you to take the ideas you just told me, and I want you now to try changing this paragraph. So you're going to write this paragraph for a young group of children. I'm going to give you some time to do it. I'll check in 5 minutes to see if you guys are done or if you need more time. But I want you to type it up in the chat when you're ready, and then we'll share with each other. So I want you now to change it so it's for a young group of children. How can you change this paragraph? Can you type it to me? Okay, Gavin and Leon, do we need a few more minutes? Okay, Leon. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for Leon. Leon, is it okay if I give you 2 more minutes? Okay, so. Okay.
Can I turn off my camera? My computer is lagging very badly.
Can we keep it on and it's okay?
Sure.
We'll be very patient for you. Okay, so how about this? Gavin, can I have you read your paragraph for everybody, please?
Okay. Dig a hole big enough for a tree's roots, then set the tree in the hole you dug. Have someone hold the tree while you fill back in the hole. Lastly, water it.
Good. So you did make it a lot easier for them and you did shorten it like Leon said. So thank you, Gavin. Now, Leon, can you read yours?
Okay. First, dig a hole. Not first. dig a hole twice the size of a tree seed. So the depth should be the same as the seed. Then you need to put the correct fertilizer and dirt. After that, put the seed in the hole while another person fills the hole to 2 fingers long. Then you need to water it very well every day. Also, when you read it, I accidentally forgot. I put hen instead of den.
That's okay. I make typing mistakes all the time. So I love that you changed a lot of the harder words into the easier words, like the correct and then the seed, right? But then next time, death too. Look at an easier word for death for students. Okay? Good job, Gavin and Leon. Now let's look at another example and see if this person is writing for their audience. Okay, so Mr. Elkins, the gym teacher, has written a set of instructions for the substitute teacher, which I always see all the time. Mr. Elkins knows that the substitute teacher has never taught a gym class before. So Gavin, can you read his instructions for me this time?
After warm-ups, send the kids for 2 laps, then pick the team and have the 4th and 5th graders play dodgeball. The 3rd graders should play freeze tag. Set up all 6 centers for the 1st and 2nd graders. Put the ball bouncing center on the opposite side of the gym from the balancing center. Thanks and have a great day.
Good. Thank you, Gavin. So do you think that Mr. Elkins thought about his audience for the substitute teacher who has never taught gym class before? So type in your answer. I see some nodding, but I'd like, because in a larger class, I wouldn't be able to see all of you. So can you type in whether he thought of Mr. Elkins thought about his audience? So Leon says no. What about you, Gavin? I don't know, maybe no. Okay, so Gavin, why is it I don't know?
Because if it's for me, I think I understand it, but maybe for another person, they might not, because it says put the ball bouncing center on the opposite side of a gym from the balancing center.
Yeah, Gavin, you have some great ideas. So if I never taught gym class before, would I know what a ball bouncing center or balancing center is? No, right? So Leon, you're right. Mr. Elkins didn't think about his audience. So let's look. What are some ways? How could we change the paragraph so the substitute teacher would understand? How could we change it? So let's type some ideas. How could we change it? You don't have to do anything yet, just give me some ideas, because I wouldn't know what to do. Do we have any ideas?
I put it down.
I saw that Leon says to turn the balancing center and stuff into something easier to understand, like a balancing pole or something. Good. Gavin, what else do you think? How can we change it? Do you have any ideas, Gavin? Make it like more understandable, like the different sections, right? Okay. And then would we have to explain what freeze tag and dodgeball is to someone who's never taught gym? No? You don't think so? But what if, like, not everybody has played dodgeball before, right? So you would have to explain those too, right? Instead, not just the ball bouncing centers and the balancing centers. Okay. So now Leon and Gavin, just like we did before, I'm going to give you another 5 minutes and you're going to change this paragraph so that it helps the substitute teacher who has never taught the gym class before. And then you're going to write it in the chat and then I'll have you read them out for everybody to see. So I'll give you 5 minutes. This one seems a lot easier to me. The other one was very hard. And if you need, you can use Google or anything to look for more of like the specific definitions, because that's what I would do. Okay, Gavin and Leon, do you need more time? Yes? Okay, Gavin, how about you? Do you need more time?
I don't know what's
Okay,
a balancing
no
center.
problem. Excuse me?
I don't know what's a balancing center.
Oh, okay. So a balancing center is, well, how about this? I want you, because for a substitute teacher who's never taught, what do you think would be in a balancing center? What activities could you use to balance? Oh, Leon, what ideas do you have?
So I've been to the place before and they said there was a balancing center. The balancing center was just like the stick and a bunch of sticks
Okay.
on the ground, like circles that you have to like walk on without falling down. Or there's just a stick where you have to walk across with a giant sing that you're holding.
Oh, okay. Gavin, does that help?
And the sing that you're holding is like made of
Very long?
very long and light.
Okay, so Gavin, does that help you?
I just got frozen. What?
Can you repeat that, Leon?
I am lagging very severely.
That's fine, that's fine. So continue, you need a few more minutes, right, Leon?
Right, I can't write. It's really laggy.
Oh, okay. So how about you write it down on paper too, and we can read it out afterwards.
I know what to say. Can I just say it quickly?
Okay, so let's wait because I want to have Gavin finish first, okay? So can you mute, and then Gavin, did Leon's suggestion help you? When he told you what a balancing center is? So there were different activities. For him, one of the activities was he had rings all over the floor and you had to go through them without falling. Or you had a long stick where you had to walk while holding a stick and you couldn't tip over. Did that help?
So it's a place in the gym?
Yes. So all these centers are little spots in the gym. They do these different activities at these different spots. So how are you going to write that down to someone who has never taught gym before?
I'm thinking.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes, okay? Is that okay, Gavin? Okay, so Leon, let's give Gavin 2 more minutes because I want all of us to be able to present our ideas, okay? So take your time. You have 2 minutes, Gavin. And then in 2 minutes, I'll see if Leon wants to present first while we continue writing, okay?
Done.
Thank you, Leon. Okay, so we're just waiting on Gavin because we want to be able to have all our friends be able to share. So we're just going to wait for 1 more minute and then I'll have you read yours afterwards, okay?
Didn't really find anything for the last sentence, from the second last sentence.
That's fine, that's fine. So how about we have Leon read first so we could see how he did it, okay? So Leon, can you read yours first?
After warm-up, send the kids for 2 sprints around the gym. Then pick some teams, and have the 4th and 5th graders play dodgeball, which is when kids are on 2 different teams and they throw balls at the opposite team. If they are hit, they are out. The 3rd grader should play tag, but if you get tagged, you freeze in the place. Then set up all 6 centers for the 1st and 2nd graders. Put a ball bouncing center on the opposite side of the gym from the balancing center. Thanks and have a great day.
Good. I love how you explained what dodgeball is, and then you told them what kind of laps too, right? Because if you told me 2 laps, I wouldn't know what to tell them to do. Good. And then Gavin. Oh, is Gavin still there? Did Gavin leave? Okay, so let's see if Gavin will log back in. Let's see, is Gavin here? Participants. Oh, I see Gavin. Gavin, can you talk?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can you turn on your video too so we can see you as you're talking?
Mm-hmm.
So can you turn on your video, Gavin?
I did.
You did? Okay, perfect. So Gavin, can you read yours to all of us, for all of us to hear, for the class to hear?
It's gone.
Oh, here. I have it here for you. So I'm going to put it in the chat again and you can read it to us. This one, right?
Yes. After warm-ups, make the kids run 2 laps. Pick teams for the 4th and 5th graders to play dodgeball. The 3rd graders should play freeze tag. Give the 1st and 2nd graders to play freely in this section. Because it didn't say any sports, so I thought there was freely. They can do.
I love that you used freely because then it would be up to the substitute teacher, yes. But next time I love that you said run 2 laps because then the substitute teacher wouldn't know. But freeze tag and dodgeball, not everyone may know what it is. So then you might have to explain that for the substitute teacher going forward, okay? So good job. So today, we looked at, even before we're writing, we have so many things to think about. We have to think about why we are writing something and who we are writing something for. So this will continue as we move, if we have other classes where we're thinking we're going to break down what we need to write a good story or something, and we'll look at the different types of writing as we go. So it makes it easier for you to plan and know what you need to put in when you do write. Okay, so this does end our lesson for today. And before we go, I do like some feedback on today's lesson to see what I can improve on and what maybe I can add later on. So let's look at the first question. What was your favorite part about today's lesson? And I'll just ask you, okay? So I'm gonna ask Gavin first. So let's give Gavin the floor to see what he liked about today's lesson.
I liked the questions.
Oh, you liked the questions. Were they fun to do?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Leon? What was your favorite part about today's lesson?
My favorite part about the lessons was also the questions.
You like the questions, right? Because you got to be in the shoes of that teacher or the person who planted the tree. Okay. So what did you not like about today's lessons? Were there anything I should improve on? Gavin? Oh, okay. So how about I let Gavin go first and I'll let Leon. So Gavin, what do you think? Is there anything you did not like about today's lesson?
No.
No, nothing we could add or anything?
Maybe some games, if it's
More games? More games, you think?
yes.
Yes. Did you think the stuff we learned today was easy or too easy or too hard?
Easy.
Easy, easy. So maybe a little bit harder next time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what about Leon? What did you not like about today's
It
lesson?
was very laggy.
It was very laggy. So what do you think I could do next time or you could do next time because it's so laggy? Do you think I could have you write it down instead of typing it or?
No, I think next time maybe I could turn the graphics off a little bit.
Oh, okay. So let you turn the camera off maybe while you're writing or something or presenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll think about that next time too. Yeah, if we're laggy, just to let you write, and then when you're listening to me, that you're there. Okay, that sounds good. So I know we're a little bit early, but this is just a little introduction to get you to know about writing. So we're going to stop here for today, okay? Okay, and then hopefully I'll be able to see you next time. Is there usually anything? So, Cody, is there anything else you'd like to talk about before? Oh, I guess it's just